guys, welcome in this video. In the last video we have discussed about the limitations of Ohm's law. Then we see what is the superconductivity. If you did not go through that video, please go through it. The link is given in the description. Now let's start the video. Before starting, let's take an overview of the topics that we are going to discuss. And the first one is the resistance in series. Then we see resistance in parallel. So these are the two topics that we are going to cover. Now moving forward to our first topic, that is the resistance in series. Here we see what happened to the resistances when they are connected in a series combination. Let R1, R2 and R3 are the three resistances and they are connected in a series combination. Then the circuit or the combination look something like this. Now if we provide a potential difference V across the series combination, then the same current I flows through each resistance. Or we can say, if a potential difference V is applied across the combination, then the same current I flows through each resistance. Okay. Now by Ohm's law, the potential difference across three resistances is given by V1 equals to IR1, V2 equals to IR2, V3 equals to IR3. As I in each or all three resistances is same, so it remains the same. Now if Req is the equivalent resistance of the series combination, then the V or the total voltage or the potential difference that we provided the circuit is equals to IReq, where V is the sum of potential drops across each resistance or the individual resistance. So V is given by the V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay. And V1 equals to IR1, V2 equals to IR2 and V3 equals to IR3. So V equals to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3 and here V equals to IReq. So IRQ equals to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3, and on solving it we finally got our R equivalent, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the R equivalent resistance for the combination of three resistances in series. Now if there are n resistances in series combination, then what is the R equivalent? That is R equivalent equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to Rn. Okay. Now let's see some important points about the resistance in series combination. And the first one is the current through each resistance is same. Then the next point is the total potential difference is equal to the sum of potential drops across the individual resistance. Then the individual potential drops are directly proportional to the individual resistance. Next one is the equivalent resistance is equal to sum of individual resistances. And the last one is equivalent resistance is larger than the largest individual resistance. So these are some important points regarding the resistance in series combination. This is all about the resistance in series. Now moving forward to our next topic, that is the resistance in parallel. Now there are four resistances, R1, R2, R3 and R4. Now these four resistances are connected in parallel and a potential difference V is applied across the combination. Here there are two resistances R1 and R2 in a parallel combination and a potential difference V is applied across it. So let I1 and I2 be the currents through the resistance R1 and R2 respectively. Then the total current I is equal to I1 plus I2. Since both resistances have been connected between the same points A and B, therefore the potential difference V is same across each of them. That is V1 equals to V equals to V2. Or we can say the potential drop across the R1 and R2 is equal to the V. I think it's clear. So by Ohm's law, the current to the individual resistance, or we can say now the I1 and the I2 is equals to V upon R1 and V upon R2 respectively. If here R equivalent is the equivalent resistance of parallel combination, then the I equals to V upon R equivalent. Okay, as here V is constant, so V remains the same. Now as I equals to I1 plus I2, on putting all the values, we finally got that I equals to I1 plus I2 and V upon R equivalent equals to V upon R1 plus V upon R2, and on solving it we got 1 upon R equivalent equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. So this is the R equivalent of the parallel combination of two resistances. Now what happens if there are n resistance in a parallel combination? Then the R equivalent of the resistance is become 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 up to 1 upon Rn. I think it's clear. So let's see some of the important points regarding the resistance in parallel. The first one is the potential drop across each resistance is same. When the resistance is in series, the current is same across each resistance. Here the potential drop is same. It's clear. So the next point is total current is equal to sum of current through individual resistance. Next one is individual current are directly proportional to individual resistance. Reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to sum of the reciprocal of individual resistance. And at the last, the equivalent resistance is less than the smallest individual resistance. So these are the some important points regarding the resistance in parallel combination. Now from the study of resistance in series and resistance in parallel, we got that the R equivalent is less in the parallel combination and R equivalent is more or greater in the series combination. So that's all about the resistance is parallel. Now let's take an example. Find the equivalent resistance of the circuit, then the potential difference and the current across each resistor. And this is the circuit. Now let's firstly find the equivalent resistance of the circuit. Step 1. Here we can easily see that the R3 and the R4, these both resistance are in the series combination. So in series combination there is a simply addition. So the R34 or R equivalent is equal to R3 plus R4, that is 10 ohm. Now the circuit becomes something like this. Okay. Now here we can see that R2 and R34 are in a parallel combination. So in a parallel combination the formula is 1 upon R equivalent equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, and here the formula becomes 1 upon R2 equals to 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R34, and R, the equivalent resistance is 5 ohm. Clear? And the circuit become something like this. Okay, and here the R1 and R234, these both resistances are in a series combination. So there is a simply addition of both resistance. So R equivalent, or we can say R1234 become R1 plus R234, that is 12 ohm. And the circuit becomes finally something like this. A potential drop of voltage 24 volt is applied on a circuit, and the R equivalent or the equivalent resistance is 12 ohm. Okay, now let's find the potential drop or the current across each resistance. Current provided by the voltage source is, that is I, equals to V upon R equivalent, that is 2 ampere. Okay, now R equivalent is a combination of series combination of R1 and R234, that is R1 equals to 7 ohm and R234 is a 5 ohm. So the current in R1 is equals to I1 and I1 equals to I, and the potential drop across the resistance R1 is equals to IR1. So I equals to 1, I equals to 2 ampere, sorry, and R1 equals to 7 ohm. So V1 equals to 14 volt. Clear? Now here R234 is a combination of parallel combination of R2 and R34, where R2 equals to 10 ohm and R34 is also equal to 10 ohm. Here I2 is given by V2 upon R2, and V2 can be easily found by the total potential voltage minus the potential drop across the R1. So V2 equals to 24 minus 14 volt, that is 10 volt. Okay. Now the current through resistance R2, that is I2, equals to V2 upon R2. On putting the values, that is V2 equals to 10 and R2 equals to 10, we got I2 equals to 1 ampere. Clear? Now R34 is a series combination of R3 and R4, that is R3 equals to 6 ohm and R4 equals to 4 ohm. Here the I3 or the current across the resistance R3 and the current across the resistance R4 both are equal, that is equals to I minus I2, or we can say I1 minus I2. So I3 or I4 become 1 ampere, that is 2 minus 1. Now the potential drop across V3 is equal to I3 into R3. So I3 equals to 1 ampere and R3 equals to 6 ohm. So V3 equals to 6 volt. Now the potential drop across V4, that is the I4 into R4, it becomes 1 into 4, and finally we got V4 equals to 4 volt. So this is the solution for our circuit. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section box. This is all about this video. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.